This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 8th of March. I'm James Spann. Some very active weather coming up for the state over the next 24 hours. Maybe some heavy rain and strong storms, possibly severe for parts of the state. Kind of a complex situation here. And by the way, we're going to see lows in the 30s by Monday and Tuesday of next week. So much to discuss today. This is the current upper air look across the country. And we have a big trough evolving over the western states. We have a southwest flow aloft, moisture increasing. This is the radar composite early this morning, about 5 o'clock. Got a few scattered sprinkles across Alabama. The heavier rains, the more widespread rain back off to the west. But no doubt rain will be increasing across the state this morning. And the afternoon looks very wet. A lot of rain around this afternoon, tonight, and early tomorrow morning. We are starting off the day in the 50s in a few spots on the eastern side of the state. Mostly 60s over West Alabama, Birmingham at 64. Highs around 70 in most spots today. So there is a flash flood watch in effect for all the counties in green on that map. That's a pretty good chunk of the state. The exceptions, the far northern counties up in the Tennessee Valley and the far southern counties near the Gulf Coast. But all of Alabama is going to see some rain with this. And back in the cold sector of this, we've got some winter weather issues for parts of Colorado, Nebraska, northwestern Kansas. So this is the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. Keep in mind this outlook runs through 6 a.m. tomorrow. And there is a risk of severe storms across the southern U.S. And in Alabama, we have a level 2 out of 5 risk from around Fayette down to Auburn. A level 1 out of 5 marginal risk up to the Tennessee Valley. But really and truly, we believe the severe weather threat will be confined to the southern counties of the state tonight. I'll show you why in just a second. We'll take a look at modeling on this. And again, keep in mind this outlook is valid through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then after 6 o'clock, the risk moves on to the east. There could be some lingering thunderstorms across southeast Alabama early tomorrow, but the storm should be out of the state by mid-morning. This is the larger view tomorrow. The risk runs over into parts of Georgia and the Carolinas. And on day 3, which is Sunday, no severe storms expected across the country. So this is the rain for the next 7 days, and the bulk of this will be over the next 24 hours. And the areas in yellow on that map, that's where rain could exceed 4 inches. And you can see that strip right across the central counties of the state. The high-resolution models are painting the same scenario. The heavier rains in places like Demopolis, Clanton, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Lafayette, Auburn, Opelika, Roanoke. 4 to 5 inches there. For the rest of the state, the amounts between 1 and 2 inches. But no doubt there should be a little maximum right through the central part of the state. Obviously, that's where the greatest flooding concern will be. But let's go to the modeling, talk about how this thing unfolds. This is today at 4 o'clock, and this is 3 o'clock. This is coming off the the GFS. We'll check the high-resolution modeling in a second. This is the GFS, 3 o'clock today. The time change already crawling up in my head. We go back on daylight saving time Sunday, but the models don't change, so we'll have different timings. But again, 3 o'clock today, GFS, upper air look. Troughing to the west, and it will be wet. Let's go now to the high-resolution HER. This is valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and the rain should be fairly widespread over the northern half of the state, just a big old rain mass. And that really should keep the air fairly stable for North Alabama during this event. Some thunderstorms involved down in the southern counties of the state. But let's go to just after midnight. This is 1 a.m., and really and truly, the rain is still there, obviously, but it could be the really big rains will be this afternoon and this evening. But let's look at the severe weather parameters, again, just after midnight tonight. And I think this really paints the story here. You really need surface-based instability to have severe storms. You just need that. I know that you can look for MU CAPE and some of these other things, but you can see that the instability is basically south of a line from near Linden to Montgomery over to Phoenix City. And if we have any strong to severe storms overnight, most likely it's going to be down there. This big rain mass will just kind of create this cold pool, and the air for the northern counties of the state should be stable. This is the storm relative helicity. This is the veering of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion. And it's sufficient for a few rotating updrafts, and there might be an isolated tornado down across the southern third of the state after midnight tonight. But I think the main concern coming from strong straight-line winds. So, again, I know that we've got this big SPC outlook that covers the whole state. But, again, I think if you look at this, that kind of tells the story. So the better chance of severe storms South Alabama tonight. Having said that, this is March. You got to watch any system this time of the year. And you know what I'm going to say. When it comes to thunderstorms, expect the unexpected. But it sure looks like any severe weather threat will be down across the southern third of the state, south of US 80, late tonight. Otherwise, rain, the big story today and tonight. So this is tomorrow morning. We got a whole lot of questions about tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, it will be cloudy. We have the chance of some lingering showers and thunderstorms across southeast Alabama. There could be some patchy light rain elsewhere. But you can see the big rain mass is pretty much out of here. And then by tomorrow afternoon, this is at 2 o'clock, we're dry. So a decent chunk of the day tomorrow should be dry, and we might see some clearing tomorrow afternoon. The sun might break out. So a few lingering morning showers, the sky becoming partly sunny by afternoon. Highs tomorrow, upper 60s and low 70s. And then on Sunday, we are cool and dry, an air mass change. The sky will be sunny, upper 50s for North Alabama, 60s elsewhere. And Monday morning is going to be pretty chilly. We'll be in the 30s, and some of the colder pockets might make a run for the freezing mark. Most spots will see mid to upper 30s. But just keep that in mind. There could be a light freeze for colder valleys and protected areas early Monday morning. Otherwise, the day will be sunny, the high Monday in the 60s. And the same thing on Tuesday. We start the day in the 30s, the high close to 70. This is Wednesday. We're dry and mild, highs in the 70s. Thursday, moisture begins to return. There could be a few spotty showers around. And this is a week from today, Friday the 15th of March. Got a trough back in the southwest. Little wave coming through here with a chance of rain. So looks like we'll need to mention a chance of rain at the end of next week, a week from today. And we're still seeing evidence that rain could linger into that following weekend, the weekend of March 16th and March 17th. But obviously, it's way too early to be specific. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday the 17th. Pretty cold-looking vortex developing up north, and the rain beginning to push out. So it might be the better chance of rain would be on Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th of March. Rain for Birmingham off the European Ensemble. The mean is up there a little under 4 inches between now and the 23rd of March. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. Upper 60s today and tomorrow. Upper 50s on Sunday. And again, note 37 both Monday and Tuesday morning, and that's for the city of Birmingham. The colder valleys over North Alabama could make a run for the freezing mark, but then we bounce right back with highs in the 70s over the latter half of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for March 15th through March 21st. If this works out, temperatures would be above average here across Alabama in the Deep South. Headed to Tuscaloosa this morning, Cottondale Elementary School. That'll be a fun program there. Tomorrow going to be over at Mississippi State at Starkville for a man church event. That is sold out, by the way. But looking forward to see a lot of guys over there. And then, of course, we'll be watching the storms carefully tonight just to see how the whole thing plays out. But again, it sure looks like heavy rain, the main concern. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.